Hi everybody, I wanted to answer a question which is a really common question that I hear in my practice, which is what's holding me back from doing X or creating X? This might be creating my dream relationship, finding my dream relationship, finding my dream job, finding my dream house, getting more income. Whatever it is, this question, I can answer it for you in a way. It's not a helpful question for you to ask. And I know that that goes contrary to a lot of therapy, a lot of advice that you may get in therapy. And I will tell you why it is not a good question to ask. I'm going to use a metaphor for this. Let's say that you are driving on a road and there's a giant rock or stone or meteor or something that has fallen in the middle of the road. You can get out and you can ask the question, what is this thing that is holding me back? You can go and get drills and drill into it and send those samples back to the lab to try and find out, is this a stone? Is this a meteor? Is it hardened lava? What exactly is it, and why is it here, and how did it get here, and what is going on? However, if your goal is to drive your car from this place down the road towards up the road, stopping and asking all these questions about what this is and sending all these samples to the lab is not really going to help you keep driving your car. A much better question for you to ask is, what's the next step to get to where I want to be? That may be going around the boulder. It may be getting someone to help you push the boulder out the way. Or it may be going over the boulder or tunneling under the boulder. But in any case, it's a very different question to ask than what is holding me back. Because when you ask that question, you end up kind of being stuck where you are looking at the problem instead of going around or through or over the problem to where you want to be, which is the point of you asking the question. Before I go on to give you some tips to refocus and ask how you get forward, I want to say that I'm giving out some free spirit guidance sessions, law of attraction spirit guidance sessions. If you would like to participate in a 40-minute session, go ahead to consciouscreativelife.com. You can contact me there and we can set up a session. And that will let you know what I teach and how I teach law of attraction and more ways to implement this in your specific life. So to get back to the question, how do I move forward, which is a better question to ask, which will get you more results to get you to be where you want to be. I would ask your guides and ask your intuition, what is the next step for me to move forward? That is all you really need to know. Let's say that the best way to get through this is to find a lot of other people and roll the boulder off the road, and that way you can get back in your car and drive along to where it is you want to be. The first step in that might be get out your car, talk to other people, and make friends and contacts. So that you can start building a team that will help you roll the boulder out. So, or find people that have a machine or that have shovels or a giant lever or whatever it is. But the first step, getting out your car and talking to someone else, might not be the obvious answer for how to go forward past the boulder, but it might be a crucial step in moving forward to where you want to be. And because our logical minds can't see the big picture, we can't see forward in time and space, and we often are stuck in the forest rather than seeing the trees from a larger vantage point. Because we can't see all of that, sometimes the large picture or solution to where you want to be won't make a lot of sense, even if you did have all those answers. Sometimes just asking the next step, get out and go and talk to other people, that is all you need to know. And that if you follow through on that, then the next step after that will become obvious. And the next step after that, of course, is asking those people, well, hey, how do you think we could go past this or get over this? Now, this is a metaphor, of course, so it's not always talking to other people. Sometimes the next step is getting information from somewhere. Sometimes it is making a contact with someone, and you may not know why you're making that contact or if that person really has any information that can help you. That's why looking too far forward doesn't really work if you want the big picture, because you're not in a space to understand all of that. And I know that this is hard for most of us because we are taught to take full, we are taught that we have to solve all of our problems by ourselves without a lot of help. Most of us are taught that. And I'm not talking about other people necessarily. I'm talking about connecting with Source and connecting with spirit guides and letting them direct you, so that while you're deciding where you're going, you're also asking for help to get there. And following that can be a little intimidating at first because you don't necessarily know what you're doing. But the more that you practice it and start having success with it, the more that it will make sense to you and help you move forward in life. That's all for now. Thank you all for being here. Please contact me if you would like a free session.